My body's in meditation, but my mind is making toast. It's sweeping the floor really good, just getting right into the corner where it's punishing a friend, for that fucking thing. Sometimes it can be such a sweet meditation. I'm connected to, I'm doing nothing. It's changing something. Then it's back to toast. My mind doesn't mind where it goes, it's just going there. Pretending to smoke a cigarette really relaxes me. And I've never smoked. I had a personal trainer tell me that I should give up the pecan pie at Thanksgiving. She said, Sarah, just visualize you're eating the pie. I mean, after all these years, you already know what it tastes like. Do you really have to keep eating it over and over again? It's a good point. I think about that a lot now, and it's taken away a great deal of my pleasure. Oh, selfies, selfies, selfies. Laugh like everyone's watching, because they are. I promised myself I wasn't going to pretend to cry. What? Oh, I didn't even know you were there. Whimsy. Childlike innocence. Misdirection. I'm by myself right now. I want to welcome you to this moment by myself. I took a Zumba class from an instructor who was living inside of a selfie. I knew what she was doing. I didn't want to watch her being sexy in the mirror for herself, but I understood it. I've done it too. I was trying to be compassionate, and I was trying to get a workout. I need a dramaturg. Dramaturg. Oh. Dramaturg, dramaturg, drama nerd, drama nerd, a nerd, a nerd, a nerd, a nerd, a nerd. Innards. The whole nose to tail eating thing is so hot right now. People seem to really want to spend their money on food. I'm just tucking into a nice pork belly sandwich. I'm just going to tuck in for the night into a sandwich. Good night. Let's just go have some small plates, just little small plates. I mean, they're all $15, but they're just a little tiny. There's 3 of us and there's only 2. I cut that one, I'm still hungry, but let's have the sauce on this one. This city has so much food. Food. Got a magazine, put a burger on the counter. Burger city. See how I'm a foodie, and a sleepy, and a talkie, and a shitty. Oh, things. I want to quit my job. I want to quit all my jobs. I have so many jobs. I want to do it because of the passion. I want to do it because it fills my soul. That's what I want to be doing on a day-to-day basis. Just filling my soul. Just every single second taking little things and putting them in all good things for me, and everything I do and say and feel is just, but that would fucking drive me nuts. And there's so much good television now. So instead of doing my work, instead of doing my deep, deep soul work, my insurance denied my claim for more therapy. I got a letter in the mail from my insurance company with my diagnosis. My actual diagnosis from my therapist. She hadn't shared it with me. The patient is estranged from her mother, deals with a lot of anxiety, is really afraid of dating. I'm not afraid. Why didn't you just come out and say that to my face? I'm actually, there's a lot more going on. I mean, not a lot more going on, but there's a medium amount going on. I mean, she has to tell the insurance company something, right? What's she gonna say? Sarah needs therapy because she's a person. Because she has feelings. Because she was raised by other old people who also have feelings. And access to drugs and alcohol and sex, like all people do. Please find the dead ends people go down looking for comfort and safety. Oh. Now I pay out of pocket. Okay, you know how you buy a box of cookies? Now, if you eat the whole box of cookies in one day, you gain weight. But if you stretch it out and you eat the whole box in like 2 weeks, you don't. That's confusing. I mean, either way, you've eaten the whole box of cookies. But time does something, and you can fuck with time, but not with the cookies. The cookies are real. My biggest food problem is that I don't like food to travel with me through time, the box of cookies. I feel like they're gonna bog me down. Like even the thought of them, the box of cookies is a distraction. I need to get rid of the box by eating the cookies so I can move into the moment where the cookies aren't there. It's like, you know, I talk really fast, I like to get things done really quickly so I can move into that now. And like I won't pee until I've gotten all my chores done, and I feel like ignoring my body suspends me in the moment somehow. I feel like I'm rushing through this present so I can be present for the next present. Like, I'll be having a wonderful dinner party with friends, and in my mind, I'm composing a thank you note. I'm gonna write them about this beautiful evening. Or if I'm having really great sex, during it, I'm cataloging all the images so I can play them over again in the future. Like, I don't wanna live in the present. When would I get to remember? I mean, you know who's in the present all the time? People with dementia. How frightening would it be the inside of the mind? It was always just now, oh, it's now again, oh, now. I woke up at 3 a.m. the other day and I couldn't get back to sleep because I decided I was only one thing, which is usually fine if I decide I'm awesome. But when I decide I'm an asshole, I mean, I do this to other people all the time. You know, I make these quick little defining judgments like, she's so uptight, period. I mean, we all do this. You know, we pick little qualities and then we just fill in the rest. It's like this roboticist I follow on Twitter. She has this robot named Marilyn Monroebot. But she says she knows she'll never make a robot human, but she doesn't have to. She just has to make them seem human enough, and we'll fill in the rest. We give them their personalities. We make them real. My personality should be none of my business. But of course, it's all of my business. No wonder Facebook is so Facebook. Here, my first posts. Sarah is try to get ready for the gym in her mind. That was my first post on Facebook. Oh, it's so sad. And then I corrected it, of course, for my two friends. Is trying to get ready for the gym in her mind. Is wanting to invent a drinking game for crying Ricky on Project Runway. Ricky always was crying, and I wanted to get drunk. I had this new inside voice in my head, you know, like, Sarah's picking her sister up from the airport, Sarah's walking with feet, Sarah has hands, Sarah's boring the shit out of her. It's like, I couldn't figure out how to make myself sound more interesting. Now, I spend most of my Facebook time on my own Facebook page. And okay, the most embarrassing thing I do on Facebook is I go to my page and I look at it while pretending I'm someone seeing it for the first time. I do this. It's like, oh, what's Sarah like? I don't know, let's go see. Seems really great, yeah, real great. A lot of vacations, real busy, yeah, real happy person. And I try not to, you know, shift it or edit it at pictures based on this, whatever this perspective is. You know, take out the double chin shots if I'm pretending to be some new hot guy. I try to bring nuance, but like I cannot bring myself to get angry on Facebook. I think it comes across as crazy. Like, I think of Facebook like a Christmas newsletter, you know, brief, positive highlights. My godfather once sent a Christmas newsletter that included the news of his suicide attempt. And even at 19, I was like, no, not the Christmas newsletter. It's like my favorite Facebook post. Everyone says this second marriage isn't going to last. Fuck you, haters. What are you supposed to like? I mean, if this is how it's going to be, I want a place where we can go deeper. I want a backline for Facebook. Facebook 2, where all your shit lives. I'm just working on that. It's a working title. And you couldn't edit your page. The computer would be the curator. It already knows me. It has all my data. The Match.com ad that pops up on my Facebook page has a hunky guy, and he's saying, I like women of all shapes and sizes. They know. They already know. Maybe Facebook 2 is a place that only the computer saw. We were in this one-on-one relationship. Wouldn't judge me. It could tell it anything. Are you there, Facebook 2? It's me, Sarah. Could take my JPEGs and my email, my pictures, my love letters. Show me something about myself that I didn't already know. Unformed thoughts, unarticulated feelings. Could we share that with each other? I'm bored. I'm lonely. I can't believe I thought that. They seem great. No, they do. They seem great. What should I do here? What's the right thing to do? I mean, I already know what it is, but can I wait a little longer to do it? I'm bored. I'm lonely. I love looking at pictures of celebrities on the internet. But not the red carpet shots. I like to watch them pay for parking. One of my favorite searches, stars. They're, who knew having fat fingers would be a disability in the future? They're just like us. If you've ever ridden a plane, please. I cannot get enough of these. Okay, let's see if there's any new ones. Oh yes, they use baskets. It's so true. Let's see, Russell Crowe. They pick major books. I mean, there's no dignity. They're always grocery shopping too. I love to watch them shop. They, they're yogiing. Oh, let's see, Eva Longoria. They fly with pillows. Oh, one more. Let's see. Oh, what's Harrison Ford doing? They carry their cords. My favorite one of these is Tony Danza, and he's rollerblading through Central Park, and one of his skates hits one of Christo's orange gates, and he eats shit. You can find it on the internet. You want it now, don't you? Please, I'm not a torturer. Here we go. Stars, they run into art, just like us. You can't find pictures like this of regular people online. You know, when they don't know they're being photographed. Everyone on Instagram's always having a cocktail. I never get to see like a real private moment. I want a picture of a friend after a dinner party resentfully having to clean up the whole fucking kitchen by themselves. Friends, they're just like us. Us. I used to believe that my body was just this shell, and that what really mattered were my insides. My thoughts, my soul. Those are the things I had to cultivate since I was going to be bringing them with me to the next life. Now I believe when my body dies, it's over. I don't know what that makes me, but the body's a fact. The body's real. The cookies are real. I actually have a lot of dance training, and I have a lot of mind training. I really wanted to be a dancer, but they were like, no. Of course, I Chloe was visiting me, and I took her out to Vashon Island to have dinner with my friends, and they found this Marie Antoinette dress in their basement for her to play in, like you do, you know, gay boys, just in their basement. And we were posing her all over the yard, and we were giving her all kinds of, you know, different things to do, and different acting tips, and things to act like, and this was the last shot of the day. I wanted a really dramatic one, so I was just like, okay, Chloe, listen, your husband has just left to fight for the North in the Civil War, and you never know whether you're ever going to see him again. And he's left you with a baby, and maybe another one on the way, you're not sure. And you're confused and sad and longing. And she looked up at me and she said, why don't I just look bored? Bored! This is the picture! It came out fucking amazing. Bored. Just bored. I mean, I didn't need any training, I just needed to look bored. I have a BA in acting. You who follow your dreams, no matter where they have taken you, we salute you. Someone proposed to me recently that letting my 8-year-old self dictate the course of my entire life might have been a little misguided. My parents spent over $100,000 so that I could do this. False to his bed. What is it to be false? To lie and watch there and to think on him? To weep twixt clock and clock if sleep charge nature to break it with a fearful dream of him and cry myself awake? That's false to his bed, is it? I false! Thy conscience witness Iachimo. Thou didst accuse him of inconstancy. Thou then looked like a villain, now methinks thy favor's good enough. Some jay of Italy whose mother was a painting hath betrayed him. Poor I am stale, a garment out of fashion, and for I am richer than to hang by these walls, I must be ripped to pieces with me. All men's vows are women's traitors. All good seeming by thy revolt, O husband, shall be thought put on for villainy, not born where it grows, but worn a bait for ladies. Goodly and gallant shall be false and perjured from thy great fall. Come, fellow, be thou honest. Do then thy master's bidding. When thou seest him, a little witness my obedience. Look, I draw the sword myself, take it, and hit the innocent mansion of my love, my heart. Oh, fear not. 'Tis empty of all things but grief. Thy master is not there, who was indeed the riches of it. Do his bidding. Strike! 100,000. The singing shows are harder for me, winning at singing. I'm a bad singer! Ow! Every year someone emails me and tells me I have to audition for one of those shows, and I can just hear my intro. Single fag hag and real estate agent from Seattle, Washington! I have a friend whose song made it into the video game Rock Band, and she scored a 90% singing along with herself. Have you ever played Rock Band? It's like, the instruments are like toys. The guitar doesn't have any strings, and it has these color bars and they don't correlate at all with the frets. It's like, blue, 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 yellow, 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 blue, blue, yellow, yellow, green, 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 woo! Like, why didn't they just assign it like an actual guitar, so at the end of all that playing, you'd know how to play the actual guitar? Maybe we're not gonna need actual guitars in the future. We'll just all go around the campfire with our Simon Says instruments. Just, red, yellow, green, my lord, red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green, my lord, red, yellow, green. Acting is harder to judge. You can't just say like higher or louder or pitchy, dog. You know, you have to let scenes build and develop. They don't even bother showing any scenes from the straight plays at the Tony Awards anymore. Because they only give them a minute and you can't just like hop into a scene from A Raisin in the Sun real quick. Someone should invent the acting version of Rock Band. Action! Actung, baby. No, that's chicken. You know, then we could just all stay home and work on our acting. Just start with bored faces, slowly go inside. Then inside-outside acting, you could do, you know. But it would be winless because no one wins at acting. You know what? I did design an acting version of Rock Band. And I'm gonna play it right now. Oh, so many choices. I don't know. There's some repeats, like these have some, lots of in there. This is great if you have like a party for 50. You can do a lot of the action things. And this is for my eyes only, of course. Let's start with classics. Let's see. All Betty, which is great. It's sort of like the first single white female, but no, kind of sentimental favorite. I never get. Somebody has to explain to me why this is a great movie. I just not into doing Southern. This is a fabulous film, but not a lot of lady parts in it. I think so. Yeah. Yes, Queen. Oh, wow. Wow, there's so many good scenes in this movie. This was Mike Nichols' directorial debut, by the way. I love, this is where the gun turns into the umbrella. I think we should, let's start at the very beginning of the movie. So let's do one at a time. Acting is harder than it looks, okay? Oh. Richard Burton doesn't even say anything. I don't even know. What am I supposed to do? Well, this has got to come up. Okay. All right, I want another go at that. I'm going to put the controller down. All right, come on, Sarah.
Hey, what's that from? What?
A dump. Oh, come on. What's it from? You know. What's it from, for Christ's sake?
Hello, gorgeous.
It rubs the lotion on its skin, it doesn't smell when it's cold.
You talking to me?
Get away from her, you bitch! Hey, Stella! I knew how to quit you. Always have a place at the Dairy Queen. I am big. It's not pictures that got small. I'll be back. I'll be back. She'll be back. I'll be back. Sometimes I sing and dance around the house in my underwear. Doesn't make me Madonna, never will. Because you don't fucking listen, Mookie! Snap out of it! Yes, life is a banquet. And most poor suckers are starving to death. Now come on, Agnes, live!
Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your concentration?
Give me anything? Or give me die? You go right back up there and get me a toddler. I need a baby high. They got more than handle. Is that anything? Nobody puts baby in the corner. What a dump. Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules? Give my daughter the shot! Thank you very much. Thank you. Sarah, we have a language in this house, and it's based on a value system. I'm going to pay for you to take some classes. Okay. Today, all day long, we haven't promised answers, and we're not promising a pleasant evening. I want to be clear that I'm clear that everyone in this room is successful. You're all very, very successful. We're all pretty proud of what we know. You probably have this section of your life. You've got this important part called What I Know. And you have a part called I Don't Know. Tonight is not about what you already know, nor is it about what you don't know. Tonight is about what you don't know you don't know. I like what Wittgenstein said about the work he was doing. Anyone who understands me eventually recognizes what I'm saying is nonsensical when he's used these things as steps to climb up beyond them. Tonight, I want you to stand up on top of your own listening. You. You live your life as if reality is what's real to you. Yes? I want to get you. That's the way you live your life. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground, do you? No. Anyone who knew their ass from a hole in the ground can stand up and tell me when they know something's real. I want you to get it! We have two domains of knowing. We have experience and the representation of the experience, the memory of the experience. When you say to your wife, I love you, you don't mean I love you. You mean I live my life consistent with the concept I love you. But the feeling is rare and that bothers you. Why is the excitement not there? Why is the being turned on not there? I tell you, a lot of that is nothing more than a lack of distinction. I just said an amazing thing. Did you hear what I just said? I said making a distinction in the domain of knowledge can transform your life. And you can do it like that. You've already done it. It's over. Go home. No, not yet. I want to point out that you all agreed to be in this room the entire time today, and that if you were people of your word, you'd remain here in this room. Told you I was going to prove to you that you were more than just a tube. You've been here for 7 hours without peeing. You've transcended peeing. So one of the things that is true is that experience always devolves into concept. The instant you recognize you're experiencing something, it's the concept of what you're experiencing. And the two things are different. And so people wonder why their experiences don't really nurture them. Their achievements. Because they gotta live with the concept that what they did was so great. They gotta act like it's great, they gotta talk like it's great, and all that other stuff, but they don't get to participate in it. Because they're trying to eat the menu and not the meal. I just need like some sort of wisdom, like some kind of, maybe like some teacher, like some new teacher, but not a guru, some kind of community of people, like a group that gathers, but like they don't believe in anything, but they're organized. Oh God. Maybe like a retreat. Yeah, a retreat. Like a retreat, like not a silent retreat, like maybe something maybe Buddhist. Like a Buddhist getaway. Like Buddhist retreat podcast.
Welcome to the Ukiah Buddhist Retreat Podcast. This is our recording of the retreat we all took together last month. If you enjoy what you hear, please consider following our podcast. We will have new content each week.
Welcome. Thank you all for coming. And thank you to everyone who parked in the north lot. It's going to make things much easier for the evening session attendees when they arrive. Deborah is going to make sure that you all got your ticket stamped as well. There will be buses that will take you to the parking lot at the bus depot. For all those who took the bus here, those same buses will be available to you this afternoon. For those who are staying the night, you should have already been assigned a yurt. If that did not happen, check with Tina. Tina?
Yes, right here.
Great. Dawn, would you like to talk about dinner tonight?
Sure. If you didn't get a chance to put your buffet contributions in the fridge, it might be too full now. There's a smaller one downstairs, just raise your hand and I'll show you where it is. Also, those of you who have allergies, we will have a separate table and everything will be labeled with an ingredient list. If you didn't get a chance to make a list and attach it to your food container, please see Mike. Mike, do you raise your hand? Okay, Mike will help you later.
Checking in. I just want to see if you're thinking about me.